When you look at our crop is at the harvesting stage. Like this crop, when you look at it, we have harvested for 1.5 months. And still it has the ability and the capacity to give us more. We usually start harvesting after 90 days. Now from there you start counting month 1 of your harvesting. So we usually harvest our crop from down upwards. So when you look at this crop, you will see that the first crops are ripe. So this crop will still give more buds and more fruits as it grows. So this crop is ready. The fruits are ready for harvest. I think we are going to the market tomorrow. It is harvested once every week. So after 7 days, we harvest our crop on a specific days, depending on our market. So our market also is will need a fruit which is not 100% ripe, at least 70–80% ripe. What do I mean? That when you are harvesting this crop, you give a farmer or a stockist time to stock his crop, or the supermarket to stock the fruit for it also to be sold. So we leave it about we sell it about 70%, and this fruit has 21 days in its first life after harvest. So the supermarket can move it for another 3 weeks. So make sure that we harvest it when it is 70%. Like this one, when you look at it, this is like 40%, meaning it has changed color like 40%. The remaining 60% is unripe. This is not the best. So when you are harvesting, make sure it is about 70% ripe, such that depending on your market, of course, some markets could ask you to give them this one of 40%, depending where they are taking them. But in our case here, we always harvest them at 70% ripe. After harvesting them, we make sure that we wipe them with the detergents, such that we sell our fruits with dust-free, and any other maybe pesticide we use at a certain stage, we wipe them and treat them well, such that we take them to the market without any dust or any foreign material. Then we pack them in crates and store them in cooler areas, such that we don't lose their turgidity and the first life. As I said, yeah, this is our greenhouse. We have grown both the yellow color and the red color is on the other side. So we don't only recognize it by color, we recognize them by variety, because not all yellows can beat the market, and not all reds can beat the market. This is our variety. I don't want to mention it. It's the best variety that has a big demand in our market, because be it's cold time, season, be it is a hot summer, the crop has the ability to remain tough in the market for the next 21 days. So we are doing both the yellow of a given variety and the red of a given variety. It is doing so well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I said, our current prices vary with the size of the fruits. We usually sell them at medium sizes and the bigger size fruits. The medium size fruits are like this one. You can see them. It is almost full of my hand. And then the bigger ones start from this one. And we have even bigger ones which will go up to 4 fruits to make a kilo. The current price, depending also on the situation. When the supply is low, we can sell them at 180 per kg. But the current situation, the supply is not very bad, so there is enough in the market. We are selling them at 120 per kg for bigger fruit. But the medium ones, we sell them at 80 shillings per kg. Let me advise the farmer. that as much as our prices do not go below 70 shillings per kg, you will not be making any losses. So anything above 70 shillings, 80 shillings per kg, a farmer will be making something for his season. So we'll always advise farmers to be always in the market, because a time comes when the season, when the supply is low, you are in the market. When the supply is high, you are in the market. So you should be all around in the market, and that's why I always advise people to have more than one greenhouse, such that when one greenhouse is when it's about to be first off, the other one is coming, such that you are always in the market and you are consistent, even to your supplier, to your market. The market will always be happy when you are always in the market. You are always supplying them. When the season is low, when the supply is low, you are having something to take to them. When it is high, so they will remain with you as a permanent market. If you take an example of this greenhouse is 1 month and a half old, harvesting. So in the next another 1.5 months, we would have phased out our harvesting. But we are preparing this greenhouse in a manner that we have 2 greenhouses in the same greenhouse. We have cut it into a half. This side, if you look at it, we are doing the preparation for our planting. We have raised the beds, and then in the next 1 week from now, we would have prepared enough. We put the manure, we align the drip lines, and then our crop is ready in the nursery for planting. In the next 1 week, our seedlings will be ready for planting. That means by the time our first side is going off, this one should be coming into production. So we have planned in a way that this one greenhouse does not miss production at any single time. This is now working with one greenhouse. But if you have the ability, you can do with more than 2 or 1 greenhouse, separate greenhouses. But our greenhouse is big enough. This is 25 meters by 50 meters. That means it's almost 2.5 times that of 16 meters by 30. So this side we have planted 2,400 plants, and we expect the other side to plant 2,400 plants. But we have done them in a way that the greenhouse will always be in production at all times. A market has been a big issue to most of our farmers, and you find that we as farmers sometimes are the ones who fail the market before the market fails us, because we will want to do the timing. Maybe we know by history that the month of June, July, the supply is low. So you do your cropping, your farming, targeting those months. And then by chance, everybody has done that timing. So the flooding of your crop and the market is oversupplied. So most of the farmers will shy off. So what I always advise farmers is that let us be in the market throughout the year. Sometimes farmers get very good prices, and then within a short time, they recover their losses. So plan to have more than 2 greenhouses such that to remain constant in the supplier in the market. So what does a farmer expect in this our greenhouse? The best size of a greenhouse to start with, I advise farmers to start with a greenhouse which will accommodate about 2,000 plants. And this is 16 meter by 30 meter greenhouse. And in this greenhouse, if all conditions go well and all things work well to the farmer is expected to harvest about 250 to 300 kgs of this capsicum. And at this, assuming it is this time at this condition, a farmer will scoop about 30 to 40,000 shillings per week. So sometimes, if the market is so good, it can still go higher to 50 or 60,000 per week. So if a farmer, if you look at these our fruits, most of the market will require that you tender your crop until it gives you more medium and big size fruits. These ones have got their own prices, as I said earlier. Like now, we are selling them at 120 shillings per kg, and the medium ones we are doing them at 80 shillings per kg. So the first 2 months to 2.5 months, your production remains almost constant. But the third month, now the graph of your production starts going down gently. So if you are producing about 300 kgs per week, it will come to 200, it will come to 250, but don't wait until it is 50. Do not continue harvesting when the production is too low, because the input will still remain constant. You will be supplying water, your labor will be maintained in the farm, you will be doing all these other activities, fertilizers you will be putting, but your production will not be equivalent to your production. So when you realize the 4th month, your production has gone to about 100, you plan for another. That's why we say that you should have another greenhouse which is coming as this one is going down. You will not realize that you have gone down, because the second greenhouse will be at the peak when the first greenhouse has gone very low, and the first greenhouse will allow you time, you uproot and plan for another crop. As you can see here, we have workers and others are up there. Our major job is that we do not remain with the information on ourselves. What we do when we come to your farm, we make sure that we train your staff such that even when we give them information when we are away, they are able to carry the activities that we have given them. And they should also understand why they are doing that, how they do it, and when they do it. So we train your staff the best time to do the first fertilizer, the second fertilizer, third fertilizer, and why we do them at those stages. Like when you see what they are doing, I've been showing them that because when we are doing the weeding, sometimes the drips run away from the point of the plant. So always they should align the drip lines, so such that when we do irrigation, we do not waste the water. So we train the staff on the best way to tender the crop. After we have trained them, this is one way of empowering our young people, because they need to be empowered, they need to employ themselves, and we need a generation which has the knowledge on different fields. So we empower them such that they can also depend on themselves. Yes, as I said, I'm Joseph Ongeri. I'm readily available for any farmer, either locally or internationally. I'm readily available to work with you farmers. If you want to build a greenhouse, I'm ready. Find me, I'll take you through. If it is about the crops, it's not only capsicum, all ranges of crops, depending on which crop is of your choice. We have done very well. We have markets elsewhere. We have our clients ranging from Kenya, East Africa, and even outside East Africa. If you want to reach me by phone, my number is 0707 298397. 0707 298397. Farmers, what I will always promise you is that do not fear to enter to the business. With the experience I have, both from production to the market, my network is big. Once we start the greenhouse farming, and I will do follow-ups on the agronomy services, I always take my farmers to the market. I have wide range of connections. I will connect you to the market. I will make follow-ups until you, the farmer, you are satisfied and you can stand on your own as a farmer who can do all activities from farming to the market. My farmers to be, my friends in farming, welcome to Kajiado. The Kajiado, the people know about. The history is that Kajiado is very dry, but the history shows that there is a big number of influx of farmers moving from the places that are known to do well in farming, where there is much rain, like in the central part of Kenya, the Kisii, the Meru, and other places which receives much of rain. But this place is favoring the kind of farming that I've been discussing, the greenhouse farming. Even the outdoor farming, the field farming, you can bear witness with me that the green part you are seeing is the hot pepper, the pili-pili farming. And the other side, you can see the onions on the other side. When you look on the other part of the mountain, you can see the green area bordering the dry areas. The dry areas is the natural area which has not been done farming. So welcome to Kajiado, where there is enough land and enough space to do farming. We get our water through the wells. We don't lack water. We have enough supply of water through the drilled water. So you are most welcome. You can see the place is unused. The place is big, the land is big. So you are most welcome to do farming at Kajiado. Most welcome.